Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a good week. I hope you'll have a good Shabbos. We have two special additions to our regular Shabbos schedule and program at YIB. First of all, we are very proud to be participating in Yesh Tikva's 10th annual Infertility Awareness Shabbos. This special theme and focus is meant to increase understanding, awareness, and empathy towards those who are struggling with infertility. And also to learn about the very important work of the organization Yesh Tikva. There'll be information available out in Shul. We hope people will take a look at that. In addition, we'll be saying a special Yehi Ratzon davening and to join in the davening of all those who are davening for a child in our community and beyond. We'll do that about 10:30 a.m. right before Berachas HaChodesh as we daven for a good month to all. After Shul, after Adon Olam, after davening is done before Kiddush, we will also have the opportunity to hear from Alice Shachar, a survivor of the October 7th attacks in Kibbutz Be'eri, previously a preschool teacher. She has taken upon herself, stepped up to be a leader, reestablished the Kibbutz's preschool, and will speak to us about her story of faith, resilience, and rebuilding, and certainly they'll be very meaningful and inspiring as well. This week's Erev Shabbos video Dvar Torah has two sponsors. It is sponsored by Sybil and Steve Levison in memory of Steve's father, Leonard Levison, Yehuda ben Aaron Olav Shalom, whose yahrzeit is on the 1st of Nisan. His neshama should have an aliyah, and we thank the Levisons. And also by Michal and Barry Bessler, who are sponsoring in memory of Michal's mother, Simi bat Shimon Esther, Alav Shalom, whose yahrzeit also the 1st of Nisan. Her neshama should have an aliyah, and we thank the Besslers. As always, the Erev Shabbos video Dvar Torah is meant to be a merit, especially for the hostages who remain in Gaza, day 539, as well as all the soldiers who are fighting, those who have been injured, their families, and all of Israel. Parshas Pekudei is basically an accounting of all of the precious metals that were donated for the building of the Mishkan. Eila Pekudei Mishkan Haidus Asher Pukad Al Pi Moshe, under the auspices of Moshe, to make sure that everyone knew that everything that was given went to the building of the Mishkan, didn't end up in anyone else's pocket. And the Medrash quotes a pasuk from Mishlei to elaborate upon this theme. Ish emunos rav brachos, the person who is faithful, who is trustworthy, will receive many blessings. Zu Moshe, this is Moshe, who was honest and trustworthy, faithful, reliable with other people's money. And as a reward, rav brachos, the donations were blessed. There was more than they expected, more than they needed, as opposed to the atzlah ashir lo yanakeh, the one who runs to become rich, who cuts corners, who is dishonest, will not be forgiven. Ish emunos, on a simple level, means the person who is trustworthy and faithful to other human beings. But the Medrash understands that on a deeper level, it also means someone who has emuna towards Hashem. Mishu neman la kadosh baruch hu. Similarly, there's an astounding Gemara that says that after a person lives a full life, they go to Shemayim, they'll be asked 6 questions, but the very first question is, Nasata v'nasata b'emuna. Did you do business faithfully? Were you trustworthy? Were you honest? Did you keep to your word? Or did you deceive and cut corners? That is how important it is to be honest in business. But the commentaries explain that there's a deeper way to understand the phrase, Nasata v'nasata be'emuna. Did you give and take? Did you do business with emuna? With your faith in Hashem? With an awareness that everything comes from Hashem? With a belief that I can't cut corners to outsmart Hashem of how successful He wants me to be. Trust in Hashem that there must be a way that is moral, ethical, according to the laws of the Torah, to make a living. It is easy to have emuna, to have belief and faith in Hashem when we are davening in shul or when we are performing a mitzvah. It is easy to tell ourselves, I believe. But the true test of whether or not we believe is when the rubber hits the road, when it makes a difference in our lives, and especially when it comes to money. It is very difficult. It is a great test, a great challenge. When there is a way, it seems like in front of us, to not report something or to, again, cut a corner perhaps, when we can see immediately the money that will be in our pocket. Our community should be proud that we stress being honest in business, not cheating in taxes. It's the tax season. But even for each of us, If we are honest with ourselves, there are times that we are tested when it's not easy, when no one is looking, when other people do it, whether or not our emuna is strong enough to withstand that temptation. Our emuna is the bedrock, is what gives us the strength to pass these tests, but our emuna is also the source of the greatest blessing. Ish emunos rav brachos. Someone who has emuna will receive blessings, as opposed to the the one who is running to become rich, the one who is anxious, the one who feels unsettled. Emuna blesses a person with a calmness and equanimity, with a sense that things will be okay. I don't know exactly how, but things will be okay. Emuna both gives us the strength to withstand temptation, but Emuna also gives us the mindset. It is such a blessing to not be nervous. Also, when it comes to matters of money, it is hard not to be nervous or anxious if we are worried how we will pay for something, or if we don't know how we're going to get through a certain episode. But our Emuna is meant to be a blessing to help us stay calm, to help us not be afraid, of course, always to be responsible, but to couple that with Emuna, and we should all be blessed for this pasuk to be called upon us as well, to follow in the footsteps of Moshe. Ish emunot, it is in plural, to be people who have emuna both towards human beings, who are trustworthy, faithful, honest, but also has the emuna in terms of our belief and reliance on Hashem, and in that merit we should receive, as the pasuk in Mishlei promises, Rav brachot, many blessings. Everyone should have a good Shabbos and Shabbat Shalom.